Hey everybody, it's Tim coming at you with another video here on Crazy for Beer. Today we're going to talk about grain brewing and using grains and malts in your home brew. So let's get into the video. So one of the great reasons for learning to brew your own home beer is to learn about the various grains and ingredients that make beer better than another beer. So when you first start your hobby of home brewing, there's no doubt you're going to connect with a local club or organization, and I highly recommend that, or some buddies that are doing it. They can help you learn the lingo and help you to tell what grains are best to be used in the beer you're wanting to brew, whether it's an IPA or something lighter. But before you go to that first meeting, it might speed things up if you knew some of the basics. So the use of malts is at the heart of how grain contributes to a great beer. The difference between a light beer doesn't have a heavy malt taste and one that virtually tastes like a loaf of bread. I'll go back to what the malts you pick and process that are used during the malting and brewing of your beer. There are actually big varieties in different grains that people commonly use when brewing their own beer, and you may have to take some time to brew up a few batches using different grains to see which ones capture the taste that you're looking for, making your home brew unique to yourself. But understanding how malting works is a good first step. So now, as a home brewing enthusiast, you will probably not actually take grain through the malting process all by yourself. But you should become familiar with how malt works and why there's so much variety to the outcome of the malting process. In that way, you can use that knowledge when buying the malts for your beer, so you can get a malt that will give you the flavor and the color and the intensity of the beer that you're looking for. So the malting process starts with the grain to be used. The most common grains are barley, wheat, or rye, but others can be used from time to time. The grain is used from a seed form and it's germinated, which gives the active part of the malting and the brewing process. Germination, which from your high school science class you know, is what happens when a seed sprouts out and becomes a plant, releases the stored energy. The seed that was put in there jumps out through the growth process. So we're going to use that energy and convert it into a malt mash that you can use to brew your beer. So what happens during the germination process of those grains is that's what's stored energy in the seed and is changed when it's released. When it starches, the seed changes into sugars and immunizes into that part of the attractive part of the germination process. Those sugars give us one of the core ingredients for a great beer. It is that exact moment that germination process is suspended using kilns to dry the grain, and all of that good sugar and enzymes that begin to become active remain in the malt for use during the brewing process. Obviously, the description of the basic malting process is simplified for our purposes here in this video. It gives you background into what happens before you buy the malts you will use in your homemade beer. But based on this description, you can get a feel for a wide variety of malt types. The more you know about malt, the better informed you'll be about what malts you should use when you brew your home beer, and those decisions will have a big effect on the taste of your beer. So for great tasting beer, use great malts, and knowing one malt from the next is key, which to use in the best home brew possible for your home brewing efforts. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe. Check out our other videos on home brewing, and also you can check out some of the Crazy For You merch that we have available. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Until the next video, we'll see you then. Take care now.